Ladies and gentlemen, this is One Tech TV. Once again, talking about the economy effect due to the conflict of three equal arms of government. You know, this has been going on in all democratic countries, from America to Nigeria to South Africa to Kenya to India to all democratic countries are suffering this problem of conflict between three equal arms of government. This is not happening in monarchist country, in communist country. And their economy, they are doing well because they have final decision make. But when you come to democratic country, the economy is badly affected by conflict of three equal arms of government. First, there is a diagram here I am showing. This diagram shows the understanding of three equal arms of government, which are a National Assembly, Executive, and the Judiciary. This is to look like a demon. There is no live creature with three arms of government, but every 5 years we go to choose a head of state, not a hand. How does it come? It become a hand during the practicing of its constitutional power. That is where the common man rules his power, because the person they elected as a head of state become a hand. Now, today we are going to look economically what affect the national growth, GDP, due to the conflict of three equal arms of government. Three equal government, three equal arm of government fell in a trap some time back of economy, where some people took agenda to the National Assembly and it was accepted and it was called privatization. Well and good, it looked like a good idea, but it has backfired finally. Why? Because private sector, it is flamboyant, it practices demagogism, egotism, and it cannot bring development per population growth. So, or per capita. So, you know, now they start steepening the development agenda. You find that one arm of government like the judiciary has been involved in conflict with executive. For example, in Kenya, judiciary has been in conflict with executive. One department of executive called the DCI, a judge has issued an order and a jail term to head of DCI because of gun confiscated from a businessman. Yet the judge knew there is a process of returning those guns and who department in charge of returning them, because it is not the department of DCI which confiscated the gun and took them to the department in charge of giving back the gun or weapon to the owner. So, during this conflict, the sufferer are a taxpayer. The lawyer involved will be paid with taxpayer money. The money which is supposed to go to support hospital, healthcare, money which is supposed to support education, money supposed to support food to those who cannot support themselves, money which is supposed to go to organize shelter for those who cannot be able to pay house rent. So it ended up being caught in whirlwind. And that is how this country has fallen into the trap of debit whirlwind, where now they are taking debit to pay debit. After being unable to pay debit in time, fine are referred to them at the penalties. So Europe, this country can no longer be able to do development in time. The other head of government, National Assembly, was sometimes bribed to pass that information coming from the government should go through the popular media houses. This cannot happen in the United Kingdom, where BBC is in charge of giving information, government information, to all British. But in Kenya, you find it is private media house after the national economy fell into the trap of privatization. So did this media house really pay taxes? Yet they are getting money from government. That sounds like a conflict of interest. Now, if you look, government did have its own machinery enough to spread the news to the lowest person in the village through administration and its gazette. So it went on and on. Then it fell another trap called the entrepreneur war. So the national services and the national wealth that the government surrendered to private sector made the government only to rely with taxes. Now, the production of goods became so much expensive to export, and to compete with communist country became very difficult. Then on the other side, when doing government project, some of them even their own are taken for somebody to obtain some kickback. Look the effect. Before the project is implemented, it have to undergo people called to go to several people in the hand of people who are called feasibility study, from feasibility study to evaluation, then consultancy, all of them getting money from the project. Finally, it become too much expensive, and only little can be done, even with a huge loan. Because the government originally was employing, if it is a evaluator, the government was employing, if it is feasibility study, this is a job done through inside the government, or even evaluators. Even ministry like MOW, it used to execute project because it did have all capacity to do all those things. But finally, what happened? Ministry of Work, MOW, was disbanded and was replaced by contractors, private contractors, some of them from foreign country. So the project became too much expensive and slow to handle the growing population, because economy is no longer growing per capita. The GDP is not per population growth. So when we are talking in One Tech TV about economy, we look the effect of all organs improved, from taxpayer to the workers, to the government, to the even religion institution, all of them. Now, three equal arms of government. If one arm want to stiffen and exercise it power, the other arm it feel oppressed, then it react. We think says the development can stagnate like that. Before the project pass through parliament to the judicial system, to the executive, then development become very difficult to implement. The three equal arms of government lack the final decision maker. Remember, in monarchy country, monarchy are the final decision maker. In communist country, the head of state is not hand. He is not hand, he is hand. But in a democratic country, the president-elect become part of hand, not head. So, One Tech TV is telling you through research. We have seen conflict in many countries where the parliament cannot understand the executive, where judiciary is not understanding executive, yet majority did elect the head, not the hand. Thank you so much. Subscribe, share, and like. One Tech TV for you.